Buddhism is considered to be the fourth largest religion, spreading all across Asia and bits and pieces of the rest of the world. Siddhartha Gautama founded Buddhism. Siddhartha was born in India into a rich and flourishing family. Siddhartha was bold with gifts and items. When he reached the age of 29, he began to recognize the different classes of humans. There was a huge separation between the poor and the rich. He saw sick, tattered, and dead people across the streets. His father kept inside his own comforting home for so long that he has never seen the outside world. After realizing this, he set off to find a world where there was no suffering or death. He tried looking, searching, and wandering for years. After many attempts, he decided to sit down by a tree and meditate. He stayed there until he thought up the meaning of life. In total, he sat there for 48 days. He soon understood the cause and the cure for the suffering that people inhabit. After his finding, he soon became Buddha, which means the Enlightened One. Buddha spent the rest of his life teaching other people about life and suffering. He set out to cure anybody who was hurt or suffering. He came up with the Four Noble Truths, which included 1. All life is full of suffering, pain, and sorrow. 2. The cause of suffering is the desire for things that are really illusions, such as riches, powers, and long life. 3. The only cure for suffering is to overcome desire. 4. The way to overcome desire is to follow the Eightfold Path. The Eightfold Path was aimed at trying to have a life full of happiness, devotion, and pleasure. Meditation was a large part of this and was taken up very seriously. Meditations range from walking, sitting, and even talking meditation. Buddha promoted a mindful and peaceful mind 24 hours a day. Buddhism borrows many traits from Hinduism. Both religions are not exactly the same, but some things incorporate between them. Buddhism accepts the laws of moksha, karma, and dharma. But what separates Buddhism from most religions to this day is the denial of priests, rituals, and many gods. Also, Buddhists deny the caste system, which divides the classes depending on certain things, such as the person's family status. Many people began building monasteries and temples to meditate and rest. This leads to Buddhism quickly spreading from India to neighboring countries including China, Korea, Japan, Vietnam, and all across Asia. Buddhists quickly viewed Buddha as a god, or an overpowering being, which Buddha did not want. Buddhists nowadays are plentiful in Asia and is still spreading across the world. Here in Michigan, there are many communities and groups, such as the Blue Water Community and the Detroit Lotus Sangha. Each group follows the teachings of Buddha, promoting non-suffering and non-violence. Following the 16 and 5 mindfulness trainings, the Eightfold Path, and the Four Noble Truths, a person may reach nirvana, which is the release from the cycle of rebirth.